morning everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ellie if you've never been here before, and on this channel I upload whatever I want. Today is Vlogmas day 8 and here I am with my base makeup done, ready but also not ready to do the eyeshadow challenge. I will show you my stack of palettes today. This is the order I put them in, so this will be 1 and this will be 7. So let's grab the iPad and do this. I do need to leave for work in about 20 minutes, so hopefully this won't take me as long. I'm gonna open the dice roller, zoom in, hold on. All right, so I have 8 palettes, or 7 palettes, so I'm gonna click the 8-sided die. Number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm so tired of having to use these Morphe palettes. So here's the palette we will be using today. At least there are some lighter shades, and a more neutral look. All right, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25 shades. So I'm gonna just do column again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. I have to roll again because there's only 5. Row or column 2. Oh wait, I forgot to do how many. Okay, scratch that. I'm gonna roll the 4-sided die and see how many shades we're gonna use from here. 4. Okay, so now let's roll the 6-sided die and see which 4 shades we're using. In column 2 again, that works. So in column 2, which one are we gonna use? There's 5. 1. Okay, so we're gonna use Sand Dollar. I need to write these down, I'm gonna forget. Rolling again for the column. Column, I only have 5. Column 3, so the one in the middle. I'm gonna roll it again for my 2nd shade. 5. So the bottom one. This one right here, that is shade Suede. Let's see what column. Column 2 again. So the middle one, I'm not gonna pick up my palette every time. Which shade? 3. Okay. So this one right here is Oasis. And our last shade, maybe we'll get a shimmer. Rolling for the column. 5, okay, the last column. And rolling for the shade. 5. You guessed it, this black one. This is Unveil. So let me show you which shades we're going to be using. We're going to be using Sand Dollar. We're going to be using Suede. We're going to be using Oasis. So Sand Dollar, Oasis, Suede, and Unveil. So these ones right here. It is a nice little build. So I'm going to take this shade Sand Dollar and start there, and then we'll just build up. So I'm going to do my eyeshadow and then I'll come back with the finished look. Alright guys, this is the finished look that I did. It came together fine. Like, I think it actually looks great. It's just kind of dark, but it is what it is. I'm glad that I went with just one palette today and not the random ones. Hopefully I will get back to that maybe even this week. I'm just really not feeling it today. But anyways, I am gonna do my hair really quick, put my shoes on, grab my stuff, and get ready to go because it is time for me to go. So I will see you guys when I'm at school. All right, good morning, you guys. I made it to school this morning. Obviously, it is freezing. Okay, I just have to say. But I have been checking my emails so far already, and I have been invited to a ELD professional development put on by the district, and it's going to be after winter break. It's going to be not the day we come back, but the day after that. And even though it probably won't be super supportive for my time here, since after that I will only be here for 16 school days, It'll be beneficial for those days and then for my career, so that's fine. Right now, I wanted to say this morning. I made a latte this morning. So good. I did make it with my sugar-free syrup, so it could be better, but I was like, we need balance. I need to be using both. Needed coffee this morning though. Only getting 6 hours of sleep minimum or maximum, I mean. Yeah, 6 hours maximum. I knew I was going to be so tired today, but the good thing is it's a Monday, and on Mondays it's more like it's early release, so we don't push in as much. I do have more meetings on Mondays, but it's not anything super extreme. So on that note, I do have a meeting this morning. Well, actually I need to check my calendar. I think I have a meeting at 10:30, so all of the, you can kind of see them over there, all of the evidence of writing samples that I have from students, I'm going to put it all into our data sheet online. And then I also need to remember to send an email to one of the teachers I talked to on Friday and let her know about scheduling stuff, and then I'll be good to go. I did bring my Christmas book club book to school today because I did not finish the 50 pages yesterday. I was falling asleep. Oh my gosh, I have so many hiccups. I was falling asleep, so I need to read 50 pages for today and then like 20 pages from yesterday. So I need to get to at least page 100 today, and maybe I'll read more if I want to or if I have time. So that's pretty much the update for school today. And then after school, I think I told you guys yesterday, I'm going to be going to Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I hope I can only go, or like I only need to go to one store, so maybe I should look on both of their websites and see which one will be the best fit for me. That should be all. I also need to, like, if I have time, I need to be planning what I want to bring for my color board for book club on Saturday. So lots of things running in my mind. Maybe I should write this all down on my planner. We just got out of our meeting. I'm gonna have lunch. I have my coffee still that I'm still finishing, and I'm gonna have this salmon stacker. I love these from Costco. If I'm still hungry, I can have this Premier Protein, but because I'm still drinking my coffee, I probably won't. But I have to go to the bathroom so bad, and I'm so tired today. Like, and it's also freezing in our building. Hi guys, I haven't really vlogged a lot today, but I did end up drinking my coffee and the protein shake, which I'm glad I did because I for sure would have needed something by now to fuel my stomach. I found out, I was looking on the Michael's website, and I found out that they're doing 20% off online today, and I was like, I don't have time to ship it, but the code works for pickup order. So I placed a pickup order. I'm going to be going to Michael's and picking that up. There's a few things that I added, well, that I wanted, and then I totally forgot about it, and I already placed the order. And then I keep thinking of things that I want to make, so I literally made a note in my phone. It's like a sewing wish list / to-do list, so it's like all the things I want to make sewing projects, but also all the projects that I want to make. This was a list that I had in my phone, at least the wish list part, like the tools and stuff, since last February, and I literally had to dig for it in my notes app, but I just updated it. Took some things off that I have already purchased, like a sewing machine, my own, and I added things to it. So just for funsies, I want to share what I put on here. So for my wish list, I want one of those straight edge rulers. They're like this thick. What is the I don't know what the material is. Like, it's plastic but not plastic. Plastic, but they're clear. What is that called? Is it vinyl? I don't know, but they're like wider than our actual ruler, and you can measure with them, but it's mainly to use for as a straight edge with a rotary cutter, which I already have. I put thread on here just because, I mean, I feel like thread is always a good thing to just keep in mind. One thing I want to do is try to find thread secondhand, just because I don't want it to go to waste. I put small zippers on my wish list because I keep buying 12-inch ones because that's what I've needed for projects, but I have a project, which I'll talk about later on, that is going to be very small. So if they have anything less than 7 inches, I would like to get one of those. I put interfacing on there. I haven't made anything with that has needed interfacing yet, but I feel like I will eventually. I put polyfill because I want to make puff quilts eventually, so I'm going to need polyfill for that. Another project I want to make needs like a keychain hook thing, so I want to do that or get some of those. I put clips on here. This is probably something I should have bought, which I actually looked on Michael's and they were only having it like shipping from elsewhere, and I was like, first of all, I want it to be picked up. Second, if this is just gonna pull from Amazon, like I can do that myself. And I'm fine with using pins right now, but eventually the more that I sew, I think using clips would be pretty efficient and beneficial to me. I put a seam ripper. Guys, I don't have a seam ripper, and this is one thing that I definitely should have bought. So when I go to Michael's today and I pick up my order, I might just look for a seam ripper and buy one because I needed one yesterday so bad and I realized I didn't have one. And then a quilting tracing wheel because I have water soluble quilt pencils and they work, but it's just not, it's not fun. And also sharpening them is so annoying. It's so annoying. Okay, that's all the things on my wish list right now. Of course there could be more, but those are the things that I have and in my to-do list. Okay, literally I'm proud of myself because a lot of these things are things that we need, or I need, or I've been wanting and looking at like purchasing but not doing it. And today, while sitting here, because spoiler alert, I've had a pretty boring work day, I've been sitting here thinking and like making this list, and I'm like, I can make all of these things. Yesterday I was literally telling Ryan that I need to buy a case for my in-ears because I just keep them in the box that they came in, and I'm like, it's just ugly and it's gonna fall apart at some point. Like, it's just like a paper box. And then I realized I can make a little trinket holder slash like little coin, like a mini coin purse, and that could be my case. Wouldn't that be so cute too? Like, it's sewn. I could make it just so cute, and I could make that using scrap fabric pretty easily. I want to make a sleeve for my Kindle, and I saw one on Pinterest that was like a love letter, and I was like, that is so cute. It's just, it looks like an envelope. I want to make a duffel bag or a travel bag. This one seems like it's going to require some intense skill set sewing wise, so it's going on the list, but it might take a while. I want to make a cover for my sewing machine. That one I don't think will take very long, so that might be somewhere in the future. I want to make patchwork pillowcases for the holidays because we have pillows and then we just buy pillowcases. And I mean for like the pillows that go on couches. Why not just use those? Why not just make those? Like, I feel like that'd be very fun. I want to make a puff quilt. That's been on my list since that's actually what made me want to sew, was the puff quilt TikToks. I want to make a fabric basket out of scrap fabric for my scrap fabric. I want to make an apron. I want to make a set of coasters, like either for myself to bring to school or like to keep in my classroom whenever I have one, or like as a gift set. I think that'd be really cute. And then I want to make a tree skirt for my Christmas tree. Those are all the random things that I have just put on this random list. So as I come across things on Pinterest or Instagram or YouTube or whatever, I'm just going to add them to this list. And I hope one day in the coming months, I hope in 2026, I can make a video, a YouTube video. And it's like sewing my Pinterest board. I've seen them. And it's basically just people making projects that they've saved on Pinterest. I think that'd be so fun to do. So I hope in 2026 I can just keep up with my sewing, because honestly it was so therapeutic and so fun the other day, and I want to keep up with that. So yeah, that was just a random little tangent that I made, and it was just fun. And I know some people enjoy my sewing content, so that's you, you're welcome. But it's 2:16. The kids are being released as we speak. They get out early today, and we have a PD this afternoon before we can go home. It starts at 2:45 and it's from 2:45 to 3:40. It's from 2:45 to 3:45. What was that sound? My computer wants to update. It's from 2:45 to 3:45, and the itinerary, you guys, is literally, winter trivia and crafting and food. Now listen, sounds fun. I would rather go home, I fear, just because I have so much to do, you know, and I think so many teachers would like time in their classroom. But crafting and food sounds up my alley. So I have about 20 minutes until then. I'm hoping I can read some more before I go. So I'm gonna clean this up and put my phone away and really focus on reading for the rest of the afternoon, because I've been on my phone way too much. All right, guys, I made it to Michael's. Before I go in, our PD thing was actually really cute and really fun. We played like winter trivia Kahoot, and we also like just had a snack and crafting time, really. My team won the Kahoot, so we got to pick out a prize. I just picked out chocolate, to be honest. But I'm gonna go inside Michael's now, and I'm gonna pick up my order. I've never done this before, so I'm nervous, but I might look around as well and see like if they have seam rippers and how much they are. I honestly just want to get home, and I have another stop to make after this, so I guess I'm just hoping. But why is it poppin' here? Literally 4:09 on a Monday, and there's like road rage. So what's going on with that? But anyways, I'm gonna go inside.
Hey guys.
We're matching right now. I'm home and I put my Grinch jammies on. It says, go Grinch or go home. That's what it looks like. After I went to Michael's, I went to Safeway to pick up my mom's prescription, and that went fine. But it was so windy outside. It was scary. Anyways, I wanted to show you what I got at Michael's, because I didn't show you while I was at the store, while I was leaving the store, because I was trying to not have a panic attack. Okay, I bought some stuff after placing the order, so when I got there, but you know what I mean, outside of placing my order. I got one of these. I think I talked to you guys about it at school when I was making my list. This is just a sewing ruler, and it's literally, this is what I was talking about. It's just like plastic, right? What the heck? There's warranty on this? This product is warranted to be free of defects in material and workmanship for as long as the original consumer owns the product. Is that the same for this? Because this was $70. Anyways, I got one of these. I'm so excited because I can just use my rotary cutter. It's going to make future sewing projects so much easier. And hint, hint, I have a lot of sewing to do. I might start tonight. I might not start sewing tonight. I might start just prepping new projects. And this is gonna make my life 10 times easier, okay? So that'll be really nice. But I also, this is what I ordered. Okay, actually, before I ordered, I also picked up this ergonomic seam ripper. There was a like $3 seam ripper, but it wasn't ergonomic, and it looked like I was gonna lose it or break it or hurt myself. And so this one has like a thicker handle to hold, and I needed this badly yesterday, so I got one of these, which was also on my list. And then I picked up some zippers, because I tend to sew things with zippers, I guess, and these will be used soon. I just picked up 2 cream ones because I noticed I like using cream more than white, but I also picked up white ones. I don't know, I feel like I like using cream because that's just the color I picked out first, and then it goes well with things, but I'm sure white will go well with things as well. So that was this. Also, who knew Michael's had self-checkout and only self-checkout? At least mine did. There was 2 registers that were not self-checkout, but they were not open. I went through the store, I got my stuff. I got into line. I was like, ooh, it's self-checkout. My heart's kind of pounding because I'm like, I really haven't been to Michael's in years, and I really haven't seen self-checkout, right? And I'm also thinking about picking up my to-go order, or my pickup order, which they have like a self-serve pickup station. Mine wasn't in there because I have this giant mat, so of course it's not going to be in the little drawers. So I'm freaking out about who to ask for that, right? I'm like, you know what, I'll just purchase my things and then I'll go find an employee. Someone gets into the line that I'm like, ooh, don't want to see them. I don't want to see them. So I'm like freaking out with my back to them. I'm looking at the and it's like not just self-checkout, it's like advanced, okay? It's like this big screen, and the scanner isn't like a separate thing. It's like, it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe I was just super anxious and so it wasn't as like user friendly to me. I'm sure it's fine, but I had to put in my rewards and stuff because I just made an account today. I pay for my stuff, and then I go around the store to find an employee because I could not find them. Even though while I was in line waiting for it to be my turn, there was 3 employees. Now there's nobody. I go and I finally find someone. And she goes, yeah, just tell them your name up at the front. I'm like, girl, I asked you because I wanted you to come with me, right? Well, at this point, the person I don't want to see is in line. And so I'm like, I really don't. So I just start walking around the store again. My bag, I brought my sewing bag in there with me, heavy, okay? I also didn't have a bag for the stuff that I purchased. This came with my pickup order. So then I am just walking around the store. As soon as I see the person I don't want to see leave, I'm like, let me go to the front, right? Well, then I hear the lady in front of me tell some other guy, oh no, you go ahead, I'm waiting to pick up a pickup order. And I'm like, okay, so I have to wait behind her, right? So now I'm waiting in line again after I already bought my stuff. I'm waiting in line again. An employee comes and goes, are any of you purchasing with card because the self-checkout is open? And the lady in front of me goes, I'm here to pick something up. And the guy said, I'm here to make a return or something. And he had motor oil. He had motor oil. And the employee goes, oh, okay. And just stands there. Because apparently she doesn't work in pickup orders or returns. So she's, oh, okay. The employee I found at the back of the store is on the phone with a customer because the customer is saying, I placed a pickup order, a delivery order, and my DoorDasher is saying that you guys are closed and that the order isn't there. And she's like, well, I placed it. I'm the one that put your order together, ma'am, and it's still here. So you're gonna have to contact DoorDash because we can't fix that problem. Or you're gonna have to come pick up your order yourself. Hangs up, and then she sees the line of people waiting to pick up their orders and make a return. The same one I asked in the back. She goes, okay, fine. What orders, who's picking up an order? What's your names? I'm like, see, you should have walked with me over here when I asked you to pick up my order. And then she gave me this and this giant map.
Did you see the guy return the motor oil?
No, they did him last and I was already walking out the door.
I would have waited to see what.
No, because why did he have motor oil? I know like oil, like I think you have to put oil in like advanced like sewing machine stuff, but it was literally like a very popular brand of motor oil. So I'm concerned. Maybe it was just in a motor oil box. That could have been what it was. Anyways, look at my 2-sided cutting mat. I did not know it was gonna be 2-sided, but I did get the biggest one. This was $70, but I got 20% off. So my whole order, this and my zippers, was $70. So I feel like I got all my zippers for free. And this is the other side. So there's a light side and a dark side, and I'm so excited to use this. So I think this is probably gonna go on my desk. It's gonna become a permanent piece of decor at this point. Bonnie, you need to get down. Bonnie. Okay, you asked. Yeah, that's what I thought. As soon as I said that, he jumped down. I said, okay, he jumps down. I can't with it. Guys, he got into the mac and cheese. Ryan prepared the mac and cheese to go in the oven. And he put it, like, he wrapped it in foil and he set it on top of the stove waiting for the oven to preheat. And we went to go change. Well, I went to go change and Ryan came to talk to me. And we hear something and Ryan comes, not that funny, but I could just picture the mac and cheese in my head. Ryan comes and Bonnie got through the foil and was eating the mac and cheese. Hey, we're not supposed to be getting up on the counter. Up or down. We're gonna have dinner. And then I also need to go to my parents tonight because I'm well, Ryan and I are both dog sitting for my parents this week. And Ryan went earlier today and I'm gonna go tonight to let them go potty. Hi guys, it is 7:17 and honestly I think I'm gonna end the vlog today. I know it's probably not as long as the previous vlogs have been. I will say I have been surprisingly vlogging like a lot. Like all of my videos have been over 25 minutes, I think. Okay, maybe not 25, maybe 20. On average about 25. And my last 2 videos, day 7 and day 6, were over 30 minutes. Yesterday's video was almost 40 minutes long. And I really need to not vlog for that much time, because I like, it's not that I can't vlog for that much time, it's just that like it's so much talking clips and not a lot of like showing. At least yesterday, I will say for yesterday. And I went to bed so late last night and I don't want that to happen again. So it's 7:18. I didn't finish my pages at school today because I was just scrolling and not reading. And I would rather start vlogging, or not vlogging, I would rather start editing right now, so that way when I'm done, it'll be a decent enough time where it's not too late, because I need to go to my parents' house. I need to drive to their house and let out their dogs and like also put them to bed. And I need to do that so that way it's not too early, that they can be okay until the morning when Ryan gets there to let them out to go to the bathroom and feed them and stuff. But I also don't want it to be too late to where I'm going to bed super late. So basically that is why I'm making the executive decision right now to stop vlogging for the day and edit. So that will be all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching Vlogmas Day 8. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you like me, then subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't left a comment already, please do. I love interacting with your comments. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 9. Bye.